There is no way you can sit there and not condemn the actions of Hamas. Do you condemn the beheading of babies?
First of all, the beheading story has been actually refuted by Israeli authorities, so you are repeating or propagating propaganda.
It has not been refuted by Israeli authorities.
Yes, it has.
The US, Blinken is there, he has seen verified images. There are independent journalists who have verified the existence of images of babies who have been beheaded and burnt babies. Are you trying to say that is propaganda?
Yeah, I am, because actually today that image of a burnt baby was exposed as AI intelligence.
Although it was refuted, so what happens when people hear that, killing babies is horrible. But when you say decapitated 40 babies, you are planting a certain image
who
with
has
a
said
certain
that?
trigger in people's mind.
Who has said that? Who has said 40?
Who has said that?
Who has said that?
40 decapitated?
Who has said that?
You have repeated?
No, I haven't.
What?
I've never said that.
You haven't said on your show 40 decapitated babies?
I choked up earlier reading this new revelation about 40 babies being killed.
Oh my God.
And some of them being beheaded. And I was like, how can any human being do that to a baby? Never.
Ben Shapiro didn't say it?
No.
And it was confirmed by multiple news sources, 40 babies dead, some beheaded. Here is CNN.
Ron DeSantis didn't say
Nobody
it?
has said
Okay, but
and worked in Palestinian refugee camps.
They are not decapitating babies' heads. They are not intentionally doing
They're
that.
pulling.
Peter,
No,
nobody said it?
No.
Oh, okay, maybe I am wrong. Decapitated. Here's
You're
the
wrong.
thing.
I've never said
the
that.
thing, what happened, no, you're wrong.
Fact check. Let's look at what we know so far about where this claim came from and why some media outlets and the White House have retracted the claim. On Saturday, October 7th, Hamas attacked the kibbutz of Kfar Aza. Members of the media were granted permission on October 10th, 3 days later, by the Israeli army to visit Kfar Aza and witness the aftermath of the Hamas attack. During the visit, a reporter from Israeli news outlet I-24 tweeted saying, "Soldiers told me they believe 40 babies, children, were killed." As the day progressed, the information morphed from at least 40 babies were killed to some were beheaded. On the day, the Israeli army could not confirm beheadings. The very next day, in London, commuters were subjected to this horrifying and unverified headline. On October 11th, many Western media outlets jumped on that claim, quoting the spokesman of Israel's prime minister.
The Israeli prime minister's spokesman just confirmed babies and toddlers were found with their heads decapitated in Kfar Aza.
But many of those same media outlets were forced to walk back their reporting, issuing updates like this one. Israel cannot confirm the specific claim that babies were beheaded in Hamas attack. Later that day, during a press conference, American President Joe Biden claimed he had seen photographs of beheaded babies, saying,
"I never really thought that I would see and have confirmed pictures of terrorists beheading children."
The White House later retracted the statement and published this correction. U.S. official and the president have not seen pictures nor confirmed such reports independently, but the damage had been done. Biden's initial claims were already featured on the front pages of many news outlets and continued to be cited in some quarters as justification for revenge attacks and the collective punishment of civilians in Gaza. Once these claims went viral, other journalists who were on the same visit to Kfar Aza on the 10th of October say, "No one spoke to me about beheadings, let alone beheadings of children, let alone beheadings of 40 children." Another Israeli journalist said, "During the tour, we didn't see any evidence of this, and the army spokesperson or commanders also didn't mention any such incidents." Sky News correspondent on the ground also confirms not being able to confirm these claims.
We have not seen the evidence of that. We have asked the Israeli Defense Forces, the IDF, 3 times to confirm those numbers. They have not yet.
Later, the same journalist that broadcasted the claims of the spokesman of Israel's prime minister posted an apology, saying, "The Israeli government now says today it cannot confirm babies were beheaded. I needed to be more careful with my words, and I am sorry." Hamas has denied claims that its fighters beheaded children, calling them lies. As details continue to emerge from the aftermath of the Kfar Aza attack, the line between facts and misinformation has blurred. Lies and half-truths have been disseminated by officials and mainstream media in what is becoming a propaganda war.
have been suffering for years, and the world isn't doing shit. Why? Because they're not blue-eyed blondes, whatever. We have blue-eyed blondes, America. We have blue-eyed blondes, Europe. I'm sure you've seen the videos of all the kids with their bones sticking out, right? And the kids that are slowly dying. I don't feel bad for you, Israel. Or the Jews anymore. I'm sorry. I really don't. Call me whatever you want to call me. You are slaughtering people in front of the world, and no one's doing shit. And to the Arab leaders, F you, complicit Zionist yourself. Whoever is not standing with the Palestinians right now is a Zionist pig as well. They just bombed a school in Lebanon. What are you doing, Israel? What do you think you're doing except making the world hate you? That's it.
On page of The Guardian this morning is absolutely horrific. Graveyard for children. For children. Israeli airstrikes, the largest refugee camp in Gaza. 3,542 children dead. Dead. Just in the next street over there, this is where we live. In the next street over there is my daughter's primary school. There's 300 children in that school. This means that every single child in my daughter's primary school is dead, murdered, bombed. Can you imagine the reception children, year 1, year 2, year 3, 4, 5 and 6, all 300 dead. Times by 12. 12 primary schools massacred. Is that what it says? Is there really international law in the world? What does it say about killing children? What does it say about bombing refugee camps? What does international law say about that? Israel military confirms it bombed Gaza's largest refugee camp. We have received this from ActionAid. We have received the worst news possible. The Israeli bombing has killed our colleague Noor's entire family, mother, father, sisters, brother. We have no words for the grief, for the barbarity. More children have died by bombs in Gaza this month than in the entire last year across 24 wars, according to Save the Children. And the cross-party consensus, Keir Starmer, yesterday, he said now's not the right time for a ceasefire. There are 12 primary schools, all the children dead. Now's not the time. And that's in America. It's horrific.